I'm thankful for people like Bill Maher who understand the importance of talking to people that you disagree with.
Some sense for the Democrats if they had any power, but the idea of we don't talk to you when we don't even have the power, of course you have to talk to people. I mean, there was an article somebody wrote, he was...
But here's the thing, you're right, but here's the thing. Let's say we're going to have that argument. You're going to try to talk to somebody and you have a point of view, the other person has a point of view. Before you have the exchange, you have to agree on certain facts.
No, you don't. You can't. Once you start down that...
Like a man is a woman?
It's like these are... You just have to talk to people.
No, you talk to people. But if somebody says 2 + 2 is 4 and the other guy says, no, it's not, how do you begin the discussion?
Because Rob, that's a slippery slope. I agree, there are certain things that we all think, and then there are people, I'm sorry, everybody... I know this from doing this show. For so many people who've sat here and they're like, oh, this is a smart person. This is a rational person. And then there's like one thing. They don't believe we landed on the moon. And you're just like, no, if you start down that road of, I can't talk to you if you believe this crazy thing, because maybe...
Okay, so
you
let's
just
say
can't.
I'm thankful for people like Bill Maher because he gets it. This is what Charlie stood for. He intentionally reached out to people who were of different opinions, who were on the quote-unquote left, who were opposed to his political views, moral views, religious views, and he intentionally tried to have conversation, not just with people he agreed with, but people who he disagreed with. And it takes a certain amount of courage to have a conversation with someone that you greatly disagree with, because what happens is you end up opening your hearts to people, and you take the risk of having them change your heart and change your mind on certain issues. But I've always believed in my Christian faith that if I couldn't open up to having my views scrutinized and challenged, then it means that my faith wasn't really that strong to begin with. I believe that if you have the truth and you're standing for truth, the truth that you're carrying will only become stronger when it goes through the fire of adversity, the fire of being challenged, okay? I don't believe it'll weaken or it'll go away. But the reason why so many people on the left don't want to have conversations with other people that don't think like them is because I think many of them in their hearts know that a lot of their arguments crumble whenever they're brought into the light, whenever they're questioned. For more content to help you with your Christian walk, be sure to follow, like, and subscribe.